Hello everyone and welcome back to the new series of San Diego El Cajon International Airport, which is my fictional Gemini Jets model airport. I've tried to revive this series after about 2 years because it seemed like a fun project. I haven't really worked on the airport much since then, but I will call this episode 1 and you can slowly see how things get added or don't get added depending on what I do, but I'll try and rearrange it and make it more interesting each time I do a video on it. I am going to sort of revive my channel now because it has been a year since I've done a video on roller coaster aviation, but it's now primarily going to be focused on roller coaster videos, Gemini jets or model aircraft videos, and airsoft videos, which is going to be something new for me to tackle. You might have seen some of my air cadet videos and things like that, but they were back when I was not a great cadet and didn't know what I was talking about, so I got rid of them, and you might have seen some of my other BB Gunner videos. That was before I started actually playing airsoft, so now I'm going to focus on some British military surplus content, including how you use it for airsoft, as well as, obviously, like I've said, the Gemini Jets videos and model airport videos. But yeah, so I'm going to start with this aircraft here, which is leaving San Diego El Cajon now for Seattle. This is a Delta 737-900. And again, it's going to Seattle. Just on stand at the domestic terminal here is an Alaska 737-800 in the, I don't know what the livery's called, it's the Orca livery, and it is going to be heading also to Seattle. This is a Sun Country 737-800, which is going to be heading to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Sorry for the dust that's on it, I can see it clearly shows up on video, but I have not cleaned these in quite a while. They have just been sat here. So this one again is going to be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here is a Delta MD-90. Now a lot of you will be thinking these are retired, but I do have a lot of retired or defunct aircraft on here, which you will see coming up, and it will be quite obvious. So I'm keeping them on here simply just so the airport seems busier, because if I remove them there are some vital routes that are gone. So I want to keep them for now until I get a replacement aircraft in the future. But this here is a Delta MD-90, and it is going to be heading out to Salt Lake City. Here is a Delta A321 that is going to be heading out to Atlanta in Georgia. Here is a Delta A220 that is just about to head out to Detroit in Michigan. Here is a Hawaiian Airlines A321neo, which is just taxiing out on its way to Honolulu in the Hawaiian Islands. This Atlas Air 747-8 just being loaded with cargo, and it will be heading out to Anchorage in Alaska. Here is an American 737-800 in the One World livery, and this is going to be heading out to Dallas in Texas. Here is a JetBlue A321neo that is just about to head out to New York JFK. I'm going to show you both of these here, which are a Royal Air Force C-130J, which were only retired recently, and a US Air Force C-17 based in Anchorage. These are both partaking in Operation Red Flag in Nevada, and are just parking here until the operation begins. This is a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A350-1000 Fearless Lady going to Manchester. This one is in the leisure configuration and is just starting out its takeoff run now. Running short of the runway here is a Delta Boeing 757-300, and it's just going to be heading out to Orlando once the Virgin Atlantic A350 has taken off and cleared the area. This here is a United 737-800 in the newer livery, and it is going to be heading out to Chicago. Over here we have an Airbus A330-300 with Aer Lingus, which is just about to head out to Dublin in Ireland. This aircraft here is one of 2 airlines that no longer operates anymore, unfortunately, and this is Norwegian and their 787s, which have now become Norse, so hopefully I'll be able to replace the Norse one, but for now this is a Norwegian 787-9 that's going to be heading out to London Gatwick very shortly. Here we have a FedEx MD-11, which is just about to head out to Honolulu. There is quite a long wait for the runway at the moment, as all the previous aircraft I've been showing you have been in line for the runway, so it will be departing as soon as it gets clearance and the line has cleared up. Here we have a Scandinavian, or SAS, A330-300 that is just about to head out to Copenhagen, which is right at the back of the line to take off. As we get into the area of the international terminal, we have a 737-800, the only narrow body here that goes international, and it is going to be flying to Mexico City in Mexico. Here we have a KLM Airbus A330-200 that's currently parked at the international terminal, but will be heading out to Amsterdam in about an hour. This is the second airline that no longer operates. This is an Air Canada Rouge 767, and the Air Canada Rouge has retired. Their 767s and now only operates narrow bodies, but this one will be heading out to Montreal very shortly. Virgin Atlantic aircraft. This is a Boeing 787-9, which will be heading to London Heathrow very soon. We have a British Airways 787-9 that will also be heading out to London Heathrow shortly. A Delta 777-200, again unfortunately retired, but it is going to be shortly heading out to Tokyo Narita Airport. And finally, for the international terminal, we have an Emirates Airbus A380-800 that has just arrived in from Dubai. It is the only A380 currently on the airport and the only airline that will operate one here. It's definitely my biggest model, so yeah, it's just arrived in from Dubai. Here is the small regional terminal containing just 3 stands. So the first aircraft we have here is an Alaska ERJ-175 that is shortly going to be heading out to San Francisco. And then behind it there you can see a United CRJ-550 that has just arrived in from LAX and will be heading out shortly. It's only about a 45-minute flight, so you have a few times a day, this one. If you can see it there, you have the American Eagle ERJ-170 that is just about to head out to Phoenix in Arizona. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and I should have an airsoft video coming out later today or in the next few days about airsoft loadouts, things like that, so keep watching for that. I hope the series gets a bit more popular, but yeah, I am reviving this now, so hopefully we'll see a lot of changes with the airport, and yeah, that's all I've got to say, so thank you very much for watching, and have an amazing rest of your day.